From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. The snow continuing to pile up at game time, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go now. Pass to 60, pass to 60. Warriors 70.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Come on. 65, 65, 19 Lions.
Cunningham. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum plan. Go quickly and attack them, because right now they'll probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chad Ryland will kick off for the Patriots.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. And it's intercepted on the first play of the game. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Chad Ryland for the extra
Well, we
point.
went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Fall off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 6. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage, because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit.
There he goes, left side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a break.
And Brown's got it. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip.
Let's go now.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Round throw 80.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. Aubrey now for the PAT. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Throwing after the interception, Cunningham. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. Cunningham looking to throw. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Pretty entertaining start, 14 all the score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cunningham to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Ryland on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The Jets at 6 and 10 on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
That one 28 yards on the ground. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Abanikanda once again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Dragon 60. Check. Drop 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's going to have the Patriots 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Come on, come on.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
1st down, New England.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Now 2nd and 9.
18, pioneer.
Now Cunningham. Touchdown! DJ Moore. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Pats take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Ryland for the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
On the jump.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll try and throw for it here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Ryland on for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They start the drive with Cook. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
That's one for Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
19-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them. Seven more to their lead before the other guys even see the football. That could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Down the left sideline and down to the 27-yard line. 132 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Penny on the counter. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose That little touch pass, they saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And that is no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now it's Penny running right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to... Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Another try for Penny. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And Cook running on first down, but this defense up to the task there as they stop him before he can even get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1 officially. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Liking 18. Ready?
Well, from the gun, here's Abanikanda. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Let's go now.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Pats at the line, ready to go as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And not much room there, as he'll get it up only to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New England, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they will indeed limp to the finish line, unfortunately, as they close out a 6-11 campaign. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.